Hello and welcome to the podcast with me, Ross McGrane.
Hello, I'm John Oakes.
And, you cocked it up, didn't you?
Did I?
First one.
What did I do?
Well, I said, and with me, Ross McGrane.
I should have said, and me, John Oakes.
Yeah, but what you said, hello, I'm John Oakes. It was like you were doing an intro for your own podcast.
Yeah, if only.
Anyway, this is the regular weekly podcast that we're going to be bringing out on iTunes each and every week. We only decided we were going to do this pretty last minute, so what you're about to hear is how this podcast would sound if we did not prepare anything for it. Hello and welcome to the Ross McGrane and John Oakes podcast.
Yes!
John and I, obviously, stand-up comedian, radio presenter extraordinaires.
Yep.
I'm overselling it.
You've over-egged the pudding a little.
Over-egged the pudding. We've been talking a long time, a very, very long time, about doing a podcast.
Yep.
We've arrived at the studios to do our live radio show on this Sunday, the 14th of January. Had half hour spare and thought, should we just do it?
Let's do it.
Should we just grab it by the horns and do it?
Yeah.
So what we're saying is we've got absolutely no content.
Zero preparation.
Nothing.
But there we are.
But you're going to listen to this nothing for the next half an hour.
Podcasts have sort of taken over a bit, haven't they, from radio?
Yeah.
Do you listen to a lot of podcasts?
I do listen to a lot of podcasts.
Have you got a favourite style? I don't mean a particular one. Don't name any other brands. That's the rule on here. We're not going to name any other brands.
I don't want to hear any podcasts that play me snippets of music.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because you're not allowed to play whole songs on podcasts. I think you're only allowed a certain amount.
Okay.
But I'm not really. I'm being a bit pedantic, but I'm just not really up for hearing a piece of a song.
Speaking of which, here's Taylor Swift with
Oh God, that's not happening.
No, I don't mind it. I don't mind a little snippet. I don't mind it. I quite like noises, like a into the next thing.
Effects.
Yeah,
it's usually like a little bit of lounge jazz, isn't it, in a podcast?
Is it?
Yeah, you get.
You are listening to some trash podcasts,
no,
my friend.
Mate, we're gonna play a little bit right here.
No, we're not.
Here. See what I mean? That is
amazing. Some
lounge jazz segue stuff there.
Yeah, lounge jazz is naff, isn't it? It's naff. It's the sort of music that someone could be playing in the background and you don't notice they're playing until they stop, and then this happens. Like 2 or 3 people clap. So, oh my God, is there a person in here playing the musical instrument they've spent years learning?
It's not as good as garage jazz, which is the same as lounge jazz, but it's got someone in the background going, "Oh, gonna give me that, you're gonna give me that." J to the A to the double Z Z Z. Oh dear, yeah.
Or it's we talked a little bit on the radio show before about different types of music that we're going to be introducing. So like basement garage.
But there should be more songs that are called named after a name in a room in a house.
Yeah.
I think that was easy for me to say.
Like pantry music.
Yeah.
and shed dance. I would go to a shed dance.
A shed dance.
On a serious note, I would go to a shed dance.
Nah, mate,
imagine there's 8 of you.
It was for the tools.
Hey! Sorry, mate. I didn't know you were going for a joke. I thought you just led me up the garden path.
Oh! We're really sorry.
We're not sorry. It's going to keep happening.
I want to talk about something. I had a little look at the headlines, and I think one thing that podcasts do is.
Speaking of which, can we swear on this? Maybe we shouldn't. Let's never ever swear.
No, fuck off. I'm not having that.
I can't believe he's gone in hard.
Listen. I swear a lot, right? And I try to swear less, but doing the radio, I'm pretty good at not swearing. In fact, out of the pair of us.
One time.
Only one of us has got 100% clean record.
I doubt it's 100%. I doubt it.
I might have talked about some subject matters that might have, dancing on the fence of offence.
Might have.
The offence fence.
The offence fence. Yeah.
That's a feature we're bringing back.
The offence fence. On the fence or off the fence.
Yeah.
That'll have the bosses sweating, wouldn't it?
Wait, this is a podcast. We are the bosses.
Yeah, true. All right, yeah.
But yeah, I figured that a podcast is a good way for me to be able to talk freely and say bollocks if I want to.
Yeah, true.
So we're going to do that.
Nice, okay.
Anyway, so I was looking at headlines. I think one of the things that you need to do in podcasts is talk about hard-hitting current affairs.
Yes.
Right? So
Current affairs, so people who don't know, is when dates go out with grapes. Them's is current affairs. Oh, I should have said when grapes go on dates, because that's like double wordplay, isn't it?
Double currentage. I'm also going to make another rule.
Yeah.
Only like 2 puns per podcast.
No!
There's been 4.
I'm going to leave, mate.
Right, anyway, look, here's one of the first of the hard-hitting headlines that we're going to discuss. Can you give me a news at 10 bong?
Bong.
That was the Bangra version, but I like it.
It was the lead in. You know the bit where it's like dun, you know where it's like that.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
We're going to do it again.
Go
Wait, because I'm sorry, I've got to take another breath in. Bong.
Woman fed up of dating humans says she has married a ghost.
You can't marry a ghost. Come on, give me the rest of it. What? Who is this fucking nutcase?
Right, okay, so this is a woman called Amanda Teague.
Okay.
And she's ditched.
Did she change her name from whatever it was to Teague, just out of interest? Amanda Wilson is now Amanda Teague.
Oh God! I imagine. Yeah, I don't know what her name would be now.
Right.
Don't know what the ghost's name was. Let's find out.
Right.
In some ways, the relationship between the 45-year-old and her husband Jack is fairly normal.
Jack Teague.
Better than Fat Teague.
I bet he's fatigued.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I thought it needed clarification. Anyway, Ghost Girl.
So yeah, they go on dates together. Sometimes have arguments, and they have a healthy sex life. Apparently, I'm going to go out on a whim. I'm not a doctor, but if one of you's dead, probably can't call it healthy.
Is there? Yeah, I mean, is that a thing? Can you? How does it? Is there an explanation of how that works? I'm not sure it's like a pervert, but
well, I'm hoping there is. We're going to read on.
Okay.
Jack died almost 300 years ago. See, and people criticise Trump because Melania Trump is a little bit younger.
Yeah.
This guy's got 345 years on her.
Oh, well.
Apparently that barely affects her marriage, though. So Amanda, a female... Oh, my God!
What?
This is the best part of the whole fucking... Right. Let me start again.
Yeah.
The fact that Jack died almost 300 years ago barely affects their marriage at all. Amanda, a female Jack Sparrow impersonator...
No! You can't be. It's just a coincidence. His name's Jack. Oh, I can't believe his name's Jack as well. Strange coincidence. It's terribly nice to meet you.
Do you reckon that the Metro, the vessel from which we are reading this story,
yeah,
do you reckon they just got in contact with the lady who's married a ghost and gave him a form to fill in, and under occupation that's what she wrote?
Yeah,
and they just took it for gospel.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
This woman's not a lunatic that we're talking
either that or someone from outside her house went ooh, and she's just assumed.
She got really horny. Anyway, yeah, so she's a female Jack Sparrow impersonator. More on that in a minute. She's had 5 children with her human ex-husband, but said she's never been able to connect with anyone like her husband Jack. Although she's never seen Jack's physical form, Amanda said he was a Hayton pirate who told her he is black with jet black hair and was executed for his crimes in the 1700s.
That's specific, isn't it?
So she's this is like sort of like, you know, you get like these women who have got kind of a thing for men in prison.
Yeah.
And they like get pen pals and then they fall in love with them, and it's like the whole mystery kind of,
yeah,
you know, danger thing. Well, this is like that, but
he ain't real.
like certifiably insane.
Yeah. Oh, well, fair play to her. What do her wedding pictures look like?
Let's have a look. Oh, there you go. She's
oh, it's just her, isn't it?
it's surprising, yeah. She's, if I'm going to be in a long-term relationship with somebody, I have the right to be married. That you do. She wanted a big traditional wedding with the white dress. It was very important to her.
Right.
For their wedding, the couple ventured into international waters where the union would be legal.
I bet when they got out there, they were robbed by pirates.
I mean, that would just be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Oh, the icing on the cake.
So she added, it is well known that people often feel a spirit touch their hands, their face, or their hair. The only difference with having sex with a spirit is obviously that. Obviously, that sense of touch goes a lot deeper.
Obviously, yeah. Obviously, yeah. Obvious. It goes without saying, doesn't it?
You can literally feel the physical act of what that spirit is going to do to you, and the spirit can feel it too.
No, he can't. You're mental.
Maybe she's talking about vodka when she says spirit.
Ah, that's probably it. Yeah. Or probably rum, actually, is. Probably rum. Well, from one nutcase to another. Who else have we got? Or is that it? Is that our one story for the day?
No, we can have a talk about how a little boy knocked down a giant Jenga tower, but that's probably boring. Things go horribly wrong as a squirrel is released into the wild.
How horribly wrong could they possibly go?
This is amazing. Woman returned Christmas tree for refund in January because it was dead.
No.
It was dead, and then a little while later a woman married it. It became the ghost of a tree.
But wait a minute, it died around Christmas, so if she'd have waited till Easter, I bet you that tree will come back to life.
Oh, God. Dressed as an egg. So, do you know, I used to work at a popular supermarket. When I say popular, I mean it's popular among the middle classes. So that might tell you which supermarket this is.
Yep.
And they are, like, obviously, in order to appeal to the middle and upper classes, you have to. There's a certain level of customer service to be expected, isn't there?
Right.
And on that, they used to let them get away with anything. Like you could. People would quite often. They had this policy where if someone wasn't happy with their meat, then they would replace the meat and give a full refund. So
give them free meat and their money back.
But they wouldn't need a receipt to do that. So
you'd
have posh people coming in and going, "Oh, I bought this joint of beef. It had a big vein." Obviously, they'd sound posh and not common. It had a big vein through it, and it ruined my party. And all they've got is a plastic container that once contained some meat.
No, so they've eaten the meat. Yeah. And they've come back in and got more meat.
And money.
No wonder they're rich!
Exactly!
No wonder these people are rich!
They were giving away free coffees on the way in there as well because, middle class people don't like paying for things. That's how it works.
Yeah.
I went in there to go and get one, and I was like on my way home from work, and I looked a little bit scruffy, and they were like, excuse me, do you have a my supermarket card? And I was like, no, I don't. It's like, well, I'm afraid the coffees are only available to members of the my supermarket club.
Way. Imagine that being your job, to turn away people who want free coffee.
Well, exactly. That's the only reason I went in there. I was livid. Oh, God.
Right.
There would have been a nice bit of jazz music played there as well. Perfect.
Yeah, great idea. That's about as interesting as jazz, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? That is about. I think reggae's better than jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to replace all the bits that would normally be filled with jazz with little snippets of reggae music.
Or just somebody shouting Shabba.
Right. What has happened in your week?
What's happened in my week? I've had quite an interesting week, actually. I have just started rehearsals for the a panto in Basildon.
A panto in Basildon?
Yes, a panto in Basildon. Yeah, Basildon has that effect on people, sorry. Panto in Basildon at the Towngate Theatre.
Right.
Yeah.
Good.
It's good.
It's not
it is
just
actually
a panto,
good.
Though, is it?
It's an adult panto.
It's an adult panto.
It's an adult panto.
He's behind you, fucking your yard.
It's close to that. It's called The Only Way Is Dick.
Of course it is.
And the exclamation mark has got 2 balls at the bottom.
I mean, sometimes how the title of something doesn't really paint the picture for what the thing's going to be.
Yeah. Well, this absolutely does. This absolutely does paint the picture for it. But yeah, it's good actually. It's been quite a tough day for me. We did standard rehearsal yesterday, and then a dance and music rehearsal today. So it's been hard. I've been dancing around doing all sorts of.
What character do you play?
I play Willie Won't He.
Willie Won't He?
Yeah, who's like the fool. It's good.
Oh, like the Buttons character?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good.
So the dame's name is Dixie Normus.
Dixie Normus,
yeah. Very, very funny. It's good. There's lots of great jokes in it. I won't ruin it because you should definitely come and see it unless you're listening to this podcast in the future. Yeah. In which case it'll be over and finished and done.
This is a weird thing, isn't it? Because like this is now for us.
Yeah.
But the now that someone's listening to it will be a different now.
Yeah. It could be like years down the line.
But your now, you, the person listening, your now could be very different to that. You could be reading this. You know,
reading it.
Yeah, you could be
hearing it.
Could be reading it. Might be transcribed by them.
Do you think?
After we're legends.
I doubt anyone will be transcribing this, our first podcast.
No, this is to use it in court because we said something that we shouldn't. Yeah, so that's weird. Let's talk about something else.
All right, yeah, go for it.
Okay, Brexit, no, we're not doing that. 5, ridiculous, no, we're not doing that.
We're not doing Brexit. Why aren't we doing Brexit? We should be ripping Brexit to shreds.
Brexit, okay, let's have a look at this Brexit story and see if we can be highbrow for a minute. Nigel Farage has admitted Brexit could still be reversed as a powerful group of Remainers are making all the running.
Making all the running?
Are making all the running, that's what it says.
Well, Nigel Farage can't string a sentence together then, can he?
No.
Making all the running? I don't get it.
It says that apparently Farage is becoming increasingly concerned that the vote could be overturned by a group of EU supporters, drowning out those who want to leave. I think you're talking shit, mate.
Oh, I love being able to say that.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Did you see that great picture of him where someone tweeted an incredible picture of Nigel Farage being interviewed and he's got a hat on and there's loads of microphones around him and he's got a rain mac on as well and he looks like Commissioner Gordon out of Batman.
I haven't seen that, but I really, really want to.
It's brilliant.
Oh, God, yeah, no, I'm not a fan of him.
I don't know. I've told you I've been in a lift with him, did I tell you that?
Hey?
I told you I've been in a lift with Nigel Farage.
Have you?
Yeah.
You never told me that.
Well, there you go. Because you're a Remainer or whatever. I didn't want to.
Please
don't want to
tell
upset
me you farted in that lift.
No. He's a very short man. About I say very short. He's a bit taller than me. But for an adult human, he's quite short.
Is he?
Yeah, he's very short and very unassuming, and didn't make any eye contact.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably because the beard made you look a little bit Spanish or something.
Do you think that's what it was? Yeah, he probably thought I was there to serve him. It was on a cruise, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, it was on a cruise, yeah.
The irony.
Yeah.
International waters.
I should have married him, the ghost.
Oh, good callback. Like it. Okay, we've got another thing here. The Cantina themed, played by a pencil.
Oh, have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
It's amazing.
So this is a kid's maths homework.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to know how this sounds like. I'm interested to know how this is possible.
So, do you know the Cantina theme from Star Wars? I shall play you the Cantina theme. While I whistle it to you, it goes...
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Essentially, what's happened here is the maths homework they've got is the exact sound of that. So, give it a play.
Okay, let's have a look. Okay, that's brought me deep joy.
Great. The best thing about it is I don't know if that's a real sum or not.
Right, so we need to get that checked out.
Yeah.
Okay, you can work that out before the next week's podcast.
Okay, mate. Yeah, no pressure. Speaking of which, we're pretty much out of time, aren't we?
I think we pretty much are, to be honest. Cheers, nice one.
Nice one, mate.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.